everybody, and welcome into Erie Idol 2019. Thank you so much for joining us here today. A couple of housekeeping announcements before we get started. Please silence your cell phones, but you are more than welcome to use them and take pictures and use the hashtag Erie Idol 2019. The top 5 will emerge from the 10 contestants that we will see today. We'll meet them in just a little bit. That will be on October 24th, so you're going to want to put that on your calendar. Hey, this is being streamed live on the Erie Tiger Network for free, so be sure to tune in to that, or have your family and friends that couldn't make it here tonight tune in for that. And without any further ado, before we meet the contestants, let's meet our 3 judges here tonight. The athletic director
is this on?
of Erie High School,
right,
Mr. Justin Carpenter.
Yeah, enough with you, Brandon. We're done with you already.
Hey, I'm trying to make it short and sweet. Not like you, though.
Oh, no.
The ribbing begins early.
The night is young.
Our other judge is filling in for Mrs. Bird this year. She's her long-term sub, and it's Miss Caroline Vikstrom.
Hi.
Justin, did you notice how she got a bigger cheer?
I'll cheer for you, Justin.
And our last judge of the night is Miss Kara Pernas.
That's right. Thank you, guys.
So those 3 judges will be giving us our cues tonight. By the way, we understand that we started running out of votes. The ushers will be making sure to come around and pass out any votes that weren't handed out at the box office. You can also buy an extra vote tonight, $2 per person. So we'll kind of have a time where ushers will come and administer that. You can always, though, go back to the booth, pick up a vote, pick up any concessions that you'd like, but you'll see here in a second what the order is. So let's get to it. Let's meet our contestants tonight here for Erie Idol 2019. Trinity Ross. Andrew Sadler. Grace Roberry. Gavin Caraway. Brooklyn Blue. Peterson. Brook Lawrence. Fiona Spencer. Maura Walker. And finally, Ryan Erickson. This is your Erie Idol 2019 Top 10. It was an honor just to make the Top 10. We had several entries via video, and we whittled it down to just 10, and these are your Top 10 tonight. The 9 of you down from Andrew all the way to Ryan, we will see you later tonight. All right, let's get to know Trinity Ross a little bit. And Trinity, understand that when you first got into performing, it was a little rough. You were falling asleep on the church risers. You want to tell us more about that?
So when I first started choir, I was very little. And when I first got into it, I was doing church Christmas choir, and the first time I ever did it, I was on the very end, so I had like the side of the riser, and since I was so little, it was really late. It was a Christmas Eve service, and I fell asleep on the side of the risers while everyone else was singing, and I got off stage after everyone was done, and my mom was just like, "What happened?" And I was like, "I'm tired."
All right, I'm guessing we won't see you fall asleep here tonight.
Hopefully not.
And I know you're young, but you have a pet peeve that involves grammar via text. What's that all about?
So my pet peeve, I said, was when people use like abbreviations when they text. I don't know why. I just feel like it doesn't take that much extra time to just type out the word like you should. But I don't know. It's just a big thing that gets on my nerves. I just hate reading that, and I'm just like, it just doesn't look nice. So.
All right, Trinity will be performing with her dad, Travis. They will do the song Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I feel myself.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself. I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow. In the shallow. In the shallow. We're far from the shallow now. Shallow now. In the shallow. In the shallow. In the shallow. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow. In the shallow. Shallow, we're far from the shallow now. Oh, we're far from the shallow now.
All right, Trinity Ross with her dad, Travis. Come over here, Trinity, and let's hear from our judges. We'll start with Mr. Carpenter.
That was great. Let's give a round of applause for your dad, Travis. Cheers. That's amazing that you're supporting your daughter, so that's great to see. In my role in the main office, I have to sit in a lot of parent-child meetings, and there's a lot of high-pitched sounds that come out of those rooms, but never like that. So that was amazing. Great job. It seemed like you kind of got off to a little bit of a slow start, and then you got your confidence going and you felt very at ease. So if you make it on one change, just to start right out the gate with how you finished. That makes sense.
Awesome job, Trinity and Mr. Ross. I think it's awesome that you're doing, you get to do harmonies with your dad. That's amazing. Also, families' voices, when they harmonize together, kind of match. Yeah, and it sounds really good. You had a great build to the last chorus. The only thing I'd say is don't look at the music stand so much. You got it. You know it. Yeah.
Hey, guys. It was awesome to see your little duet, and the enjoyment in both of your faces while singing it was amazing to watch, truly. I think the one thing I would say if you made it to the next round is watch what you're doing with your hands, and that may be in relation to what Ms. V is saying about looking at the music stand. You have that confidence, it's there, so don't even worry about it. Put them down and just sing out, and maybe have your mic actually a little bit higher, because I feel like we were bending down for it, and then you just belted out, and then there was that sound, you know what I mean? So awesome job, guys, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, judges. Trinity, have you performed with your dad on a stage in front of an audience before?
I don't think so. Most of my performances have been either at church on my own or at choir here, so yeah.
What was that like? Did you get kind of a special feeling, or?
Yeah, it was definitely really special, even just rehearsing together and getting to spend that extra time together singing. I think it was really fun for him. He kept saying that he has never heard me sing like that before, so that was fun, and I enjoyed just getting to hear him work in his process, and it was just really special for both of us to get to sing together.
Awesome. Well, great job. Give it up one more time for Trinity Ross and her dad, Travis. All right, let's meet our next contestant, Andrew Sadler. All right, Andrew, so I gotta know, you used to be an elf at a mall. What's the story there?
Yes, I used to be an elf at the mall, so if Santa is in the audience, I will give you my card after the show. I would like another job there. It was very fun. Actually, it was not. I'm lying to everybody. Everybody at the mall is rude. Christmas, they yell at you, and it costs so much, so. Yeah.
All right, well, I promise this audience will be a lot nicer. Now, you said you tried out for Erie Idol because of the $50 that you could win. What do you plan on using that money for?
You know, $50 is a lot of money. I could probably fill up my car with that money. I could use that to go to lunch for at least 2 weeks. I think I could span it out.
All right, awesome. Performing Imagine by John Lennon, it's Andrew Sadler.
Yes. So, how does it go up? All right. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to live or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I know I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of men. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I know I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. It's just an outro, so anyway.
Andrew Sadler, everybody. All right, this time we will start with Ms. V.
Awesome job, Andrew. Yeah, you have amazing tone. I've never heard you sing alone, and so it's so fun. The way that you did your song, it just made me want to set the pen down and just listen, you know? Like, I wasn't even thinking about anything, because it it was really great. I honestly don't have any critiques. That was really wonderful.
Hey, Andrew. You have a really, really beautiful natural vibrato. That's really super captivating, so I really, really loved that. Going on, I would really love if, right on the you part before the chorus, if you gave a little bit more to it. It was a bit too soft, I think. If you can keep that drive in the song. And that's it. You are wonderful, sweetie. Thank you.
Andrew, I've seen you on the stage a couple times now throughout our drama. I loved when you let the shirt breathe a little bit. You took it south of the equator button and let it breathe. That was there. Great song. That was a $50 song. That was a $50 performance. Let's give it up for Andrew. That's a lot of Chick-fil-A. Yes, sir.
All right, Andrew, of all what the judges kind of said, what do you take to heart this week?
That I did pretty good. I'm just going to think about that. I definitely think I could work on things, but ready for hopefully next week.
All right, well, great job. Give it up one more time for Andrew Sadler. All right, let's meet our next contestant, the third one of the night, Grace Roberry. All right, Grace, you did it right. You brought the fan section here tonight. You decided to roll with a Lady Gaga song. Why?
I really like this song because it has a lot of emotion in it, and it's fun to belt, and it's just a good emotional outlet. So.
Now, we gave you guys a questionnaire before this started, and we said if you could travel anywhere, where would you travel? You were really specific. You were like, I want to go to Argentina and go into Patagonia, or I want to go to Bora Bora. You had a lot of answers. Are you kind of someone that likes to travel?
Yeah, I've never been out of the country, but I really do want to go travel the world.
Why Argentina and Bora Bora?
Well, I love spending my time on the beach and in the ocean, and I love hiking in mountains and being surrounded by nature. So, yeah.
All right, playing the piano and performing Million Reasons by Lady Gaga, it's Grace Roberry.
reasons to let you go. You're giving me a million reasons to quit the show. You're giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons. If I had a highway, I would run for the hills. If you could find a dry way, I'd forever be still. But you're giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons. I bow down to pray. I try to make the worst seem better. Please show me the way to cut through all this worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away, but baby, I just need one good one to stay. Head stuck in a cycle, I look off and I stare. It's like that I've stopped breathing but completely aware. Cause you're giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons. And if you say something that you might even mean, it's hard to even fathom which parts I should believe. Cause you're giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons. I bow down to pray. I try to make the worst seem better. Please show me the way to cut through all this worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away, but baby, I just need one good one to stay. Oh baby, I'm bleeding, bleeding. Can't you give me what I'm needing, needing? Every heartbreak makes it hard to keep the faith. But baby, I just need one good, one good, one good, one good, one good, one good. When I bow down to pray, I try to make the worst seem better. Please show me the way to cut through all this worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away, but baby, I just need one good one, good one. Tell me that you'll be the good one, good one. Baby, I just need one good one to stay.
Grace Roberry, everybody. All right, this time we'll start with Miss Pernas.
Hey, Grace, how are you? I really, really love watching students accompany themselves. It really shows your talent, and it was really a wonderful performance. Thank you.
You're so talented. To be able to play the piano, sing, switch the music sheet, everything, that is crazy to me. If you see me in the hallway and I send a text, I have to stop to text because I can't walk and do that. And you did 10 things at once and you did them all great. I'm going to choose my words very carefully because I think I'm right in the middle of your family cheering section. So hopefully we'll see you next week.
Awesome job, Grace. Yeah, I loved hearing you transfer up to your head voice when you weren't in your belt, when you were singing higher than that. Really well done. And then I feel like the one thing that you could even build even more is you have a lot of repeats of the good one, good one, good one, good one, until your final chorus. That could build even more so that it explodes on the final chorus. Yeah.
All right, thank you, judges. Grace, you have quite the large cheering section here. Tell us about them.
Okay, well, a lot of my friends from my church came tonight, and neighbors, and my family, so yeah.
All right, well, great job. Give it up one more time for Grace Roberry. Now it's time to meet our next contestant, Gavin Caraway. All right, Gavin, you, first day of school you're ever here, you saw the Erie Idol plaque, and what'd you think?
That's cool. I just wanted to do it. It seemed like fun, I guess.
Yeah, you said, hey, I just want to try out for that if there's an Erie Idol. Who's your biggest music influence and why?
My older sister, Avery, she just left for college a few months ago, but she really, I heard her sing for the first time, and I realized that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like her, and she's just taught me everything, so I couldn't thank her enough.
All right, we'll make her proud with this song. It's time for Feeling Good by Michael Bublé.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. The river running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. In this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. Now follow me. When you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is my island, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I feel so good.
Gavin Caraway, everybody. All right, Mr. Carpenter, we'll start with you.
What a stud. You had like twice where you just played with your hair. What product do you use? It's like, it's a mousse, right? It's not a gel. What is it? Water. I don't believe you. There's something in there. We could talk tomorrow. When you have kind of those instrumental parts of the song, okay, that is your time to walk the stage, make eye contact, wink at girls, do those type things. You seem like you are a little nervous, okay? You have the voice. You have the skill set. Be confident, all right? In that. Great job. It was a lot of fun.
Gavin, your riffs are so clean. Good job. That's awesome. Yeah, your kind of laid back attitude really goes with the song, the feel of the song. So that's cool. But yeah, like I would say maybe look up a little bit more. But in general, you had good interaction with the audience. It's awesome.
Hey, Gavin. You have this lovely, soft crooner voice, so it was really awesome. Great song choice. Hi. Hello. Oh, hi. Hey, there you are. Listen, sing out more in the beginning, too. Like, sing out throughout. You can have that soft tendency, but let us hear you, and own that stage, like Mr. Carpenter was saying, stuff like that, all right? Awesome job.
Gavin, have you ever performed in front of an audience like this by yourself before?
A cruise ship.
A cruise ship. Which would you say is a little tougher to do? Right here at Erie High School or riding the waves?
I guess here. I knew the people, so they could judge me.
All right, give it up one more time for Gavin Caraway. Okay, let's meet our fifth contestant of the night, Brooklyn Blue. All right, Brooklyn, we just heard from Gavin that one of his inspiration was his sister. You have a couple sisters that you're kind of dedicating this performance to.
Yes, my sisters, Ashley and Paris, they're both younger than me, and even though I get yelled at constantly for just blurting out random parts of songs, they let me practice this one in peace, so I'm very thankful.
When did you get into performing?
There was definitely a lot of influence from my dad because there are countless home videos of me belting the wrong lyrics to 80s songs while he's jamming on his guitar, but it was definitely a big influence.
All right, the Rock Vegas fans will love to hear that. Performing Somebody Else by the 1975. It's Brooklyn Blue.
So I heard you found somebody else, and at first I thought it was a lie. So I took all my things that make sounds, and the rest I can do without. Your body, but I hate to think about you with somebody else. Our love has gone cold, you're intertwining your soul with somebody else. I'm looking through you while you're looking through your phone and leaving with somebody else. No, I don't want your body, but I'm picturing your body with somebody else. I don't want your body, I don't want your body, I don't want your body. Come on, baby. This ain't the last time that I'll see your face. Oh, come on, baby. You said you'd find someone to take my place. I just don't believe that you have got it in you, 'cause we are just gonna keep doing it. And every time I start to believe in anything you're saying, I'm reminded that I should be getting over it. I don't want your body, but I hate to think about you with somebody else. Our love has gone cold, you're intertwining your soul with somebody else. I'm looking through you while you're looking through your phone and leaving with somebody else. No, I don't want your body, but I'm picturing your body with somebody else. And get someone you love, and get someone you need. Get money, and I can't give you my soul, 'cause we're never alone. Get someone you love, get someone you need. Get money, and I can't give you my soul. And I don't want your body, but I hate to think about you with somebody else. Our love has gone cold, you're intertwining your soul with somebody else. I'm looking through you while you're looking through your phone and leaving with somebody else. No, I don't want your body, but I'm picturing your body with somebody else. Oh.
Brooklyn Blue, everybody. All right, Miss V, let's start with you.
Awesome job, Brooklyn. Yeah, you have really smooth tone. It's just so nice to listen to. And you navigated the change between your low voice and high voice really well. If there's one thing I could say, it seemed like maybe you were reliant on the microphone. You were kind of clutching the microphone in the same way the whole time. Maybe if you were nervous or something. You can move. You can, yeah, you can change it up. Yeah.
Hey, Brooklyn. I actually really love the communication you had with the audience eventually, middle to the end of the song, you started really feeling it. And I love that because you really owned it. So maybe started from the beginning a little bit more. But I think that this was a great song choice for you because it really matches the voice that you have so well. It was really beautiful.
So without being the, no, sorry, it's okay. That was aggressive. I just snatched it. I usually don't get to talk into these things, so I don't know what to do with myself. So from being the non-music professional here on the judges panel, I liked the song choice. It was a unique song choice, and it was something that was fun. And I think it fit your style very well. My question to you is that if you make it back, would you venture out of something outside your comfort zone a little bit? That's my question. Mr. Bird, I just set you up because you're partially proficient at your job anyways. I just gave you a great question to ask.
Well, thank you for the set. What is the plan next week if you do make it to the top 5?
Plan next week is to pick up a guitar and hopefully learn some songs. So, yeah.
All right. Well, everyone, give a thank you to Brooklyn Blue. Our next performer is Sydney Peterson. Right here, Sydney. Sydney, right here. All right, we want to get to know you a little bit first before you perform. So you said your name has nothing to do with it, but if you could travel anywhere, it would be Australia. Why?
Because they have really cool kangaroos, and I just really like it. I feel like I'd go there and I just fight off all like the animals. It'd be super cool. And I love Steve Irwin, so.
He's gone.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So tonight's kind of a special performance for this song. Why did you ultimately decide on this song? And tell us about who you're performing with back there.
Okay, so this is my sister. Oh, sorry. This is my sister Brooke. We love each other a lot, and so I'll just tell the story. So me and my friends made a pact that we'd all audition together for Erie Idol, and so I was like, okay. And I go home, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what song I'm gonna sing. It's the day of that they're submitting auditions, you know? And so I was like, okay, I'll do like Speechless by Aladdin or something, and I can't hit the notes, of course. So I'm like having a mental breakdown, and Brooke comes in, and she's like, well, what's wrong? And I'm like, I can't find a song to write. And she's like, we'll just write one, you know, like it'll be fine. So we took this melody that I had already like written like a little bit before, and so my parents went out on a date, and they came back, and we had written a song, of course. So yeah, that's kind of it.
All right. Well, performing their own piece, Drowning, it's Sydney Peterson.
You say you take lightly, say have faith in me. You say you're loyal as a good friend should be. But as soon as you get the chance, you turn around and push me down to the ground. When I'm talking to you, do you hear my voice? No, it's spiraling down, down to the void. When you're looking at me, do you see someone falling? There's something there that should be troubling. I'm struggling. Help me, baby, help me. Can't you see I'm drowning? You're standing right beside me. I guess it's not that easy to see. Oh, oh, it's a tiny little problem, but it's causing something big between us. Can you see it, or does your vision just block me? When I'm talking to you, do you hear my voice? No, it's spiraling down, down to the void. When you're looking at me, do you see someone falling? There's something there that should be troubling. I'm struggling. Help me, baby, help me. Can't you see I'm drowning? You're standing right beside me. I guess it's not that easy to see. Oh, oh. When you promise me something, you can't take it away. You make others feel like bad rainy days. When you say that you'll be there and you gain my hopes up, I let the tears of pain drop. Can you tell that I'm drowning? Do you care, do you not? I need your help no more, I'll take what I've got. 'Cause I don't need you, baby, I keep myself from drowning. No longer can I see you, you never saw me flowing in tears. Oh, oh, 'cause I don't need you, baby, I keep myself from drowning. No longer can I see you, I'll never see the same. No more drowning.
Sydney Peterson and her sister Brooke on piano.
I'm deaf now. No more hearing for Miss Parnas. I won't be able to conduct anymore. Girls, that was amazing. Congratulations. That was so wonderful. It really was so awesome to hear that incredible talent. And your sisters, which is so rad. I love it. That was awesome, awesome, awesome. The only thing, if even needs to be the only thing, is I think that maybe that first verse needs a little bit more power from your voice. It's a little bit too soft for my liking, but everything was so rad. Loved it. Thank you, girls, so much.
Is that Brooke? Is that your name? Let's give Brooke a round of applause. You're gonna get the best Christmas present ever for playing. That was amazing to know that you guys wrote that, arranged that, put that together in one night. That deserves a round of applause from the audience again. One of the other things, not to critique it all, because this isn't a critiquing part for me, but next week, if you come back, I want to know what's going to be different when we see you on stage. Because tonight I feel like we got a very good snapshot of who you are as a performer. I want to know what's going to be different next week, or what can we expect?
It's no small thing to get up in front of this many people in this big of an auditorium and sing a song, but it's a huge deal to sing a song that you wrote. So that's a good job. That is amazing. Also, to sing a song that is that good.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
One night.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, you have such a range to your voice, not just note-wise, but from the tone. It's like really strong chest voice all the way to really light voice. And so if there's one thing, it would just be, because these are new words to us and we don't know the words, and you probably spent a lot of time on the words, I want to hear every single one. Yeah.
All right, thank you, judges. When you were writing the song together, I know I don't get along with my sisters when we do like normal tasks. Do you ever like fight over, no, we should throw a key change here, or this note should be different?
We actually did fight about that. I was like, should we do a key change at like the very end? And she's like, no. I was like, okay, you got it. Yeah, so she sat me down and she was like, okay, so tell me what you're feeling. And I was like, okay, so this happened a while ago and I'm gonna, like, let's write it about that. And so, yeah, we just kind of went off of that, and she was such a good, like, she's such an inspiration to me, and I love her so much, and it's just so, like, I feel like she always says that she looks up to me, but I definitely look up to her.
Well, thank you so much, ladies. Another huge round of applause for Brooke and Sydney Peterson. Before we meet our next contestant, just a reminder to stop by the concession stand if you were unable to receive your vote, or you can buy extra votes for $2 per person. So if you want to buy an extra vote to throw in the jar, this is a fundraiser for Erie Choir, so we encourage you to do that and buy any concessions as well, and use the hashtag Erie Idol 2019. Now let's meet our next contestant. It's Brook Lawrence. All right, so you gave an interesting answer. I know we talked to Sydney about traveling to Australia, but you said if you could go anywhere, you'd go to the Maldives. Why? Well, out of all places, why did you choose that?
I see pictures of it all the time on like Instagram and stuff, and it's like it's so pretty, and it's like I would love to go there with my friends.
Why did you choose the song you're performing tonight?
Well, over the summer, there was a time period where it like related to me, and it just meant a lot, and I really overcome that, and yeah.
All right, performing The Lonely by Christina Perry. It's Brook Lawrence.
2 a.m., where do I begin? I'm crying off my face again. The silent sound of loneliness wants to follow me to bed. I'm a ghost of a girl, and I want to be most. I'm the shell of a girl that I used to know well, dancing slowly in an empty
you. I sing myself a quiet lullaby. Let you go and let the lonely in to take my heart again. Too afraid to go inside for the pain of one more loveless night, for the loneliness will stay with me and hold me till I fall asleep. I'm the ghost of a girl and I want to be most. I'm the shell of a girl that I used to know well, dancing slowly in an empty room. Can the lonely take the place of you? I sing myself a quiet lullaby. Let you go and let the lonely in to take my heart again. Broken pieces of a barely breathing story where there once was love. Now there's only me and the lonely dancing slowly in an empty room. Can the lonely take the place of you? I sing myself a quiet lullaby. Let you go and let the lonely in to take my heart again.
That was Brook Lawrence. All right, let's hear from our judges.
Real good job. Looked like you had a lot of fun up there. You have a great voice. The one thing I would say, it seemed like maybe halfway through the song, you kind of hit that spot to where you took a deep breath, and then you just went to a whole nother level. What I would encourage you is next time, when you're back next week, because I think you will make it through. Your voice is amazing. Start out at that place. Start at that place, finish at that place. It took you a couple seconds to get there tonight.
Yeah, with that, I really liked how your first time singing Dancing Slowly was not in your full belt. I liked that, but still it could be a little bit louder. And then the only other thing is don't end till it's over. Like when you're done singing, it's not over. Like keep us like, oh, maybe there's more. Oh, it ended. But yeah, it's awesome you did a song that really meant something to you. That's great.
Hey, Brooke, you have a really beautiful voice. I really enjoyed listening to you sing. Yeah, and just piggybacking off of these guys over here, I love that it was soft and it built up, but you need that energy consistent. So when it was soft in the beginning, it was like kind of lacking the energy, which is what I think what threw us off. And also, relax with the hands up here. I don't really know what you're doing. Own the stage more. It's a really beautiful ballad. You don't have to, in order to own the stage, you don't have to walk all over it, but you can captivate us with emotion in your face, with your hands being at your side. So practice in front of a mirror. All right?
All right, Brooke, high praise from Mr. Carpenter talking about next week already. Do you have a song picked out for next week? Is that something you thought ahead, or are you just trying to get through tonight?
You know, really just trying to get through tonight. So, yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much. Give it up one more time for Brook Lawrence. And now let's welcome back to the stage Fiona Spencer. All right, Fiona, you're a wily vet now at this competition. You obviously took the stage by storm last year by St. Rainstorm, Mr. Carpenter. Okay, good. Just double checking. Do you think that experience kind of helps you in a competition like this?
Yeah, I think so. I'm a whole lot more comfortable this year because last year I was super nervous and I'd never done it before. But this year, like, I feel a little more comfortable and I was having more fun with it.
Now, you decided to do another song that you composed here this year. What went into that process?
This song I composed a little while ago. I actually wrote it for the top 2 last year, but that didn't happen. So I figured I'd do it this year. And the song is just about, like, my friends, basically, and, like, the people who have become, like, my second family and, like, that I have a really close bond with, and it's really special.
All right, performing her own piece called Homemade, it's Fiona Spencer.
Sorry.
Let me stay here for a million years. They might not listen, but they might hear the love inside us singing loud and clear, and it won't ever disappear. Days will come and days will go, but through it all I still know, like a river we will flow and never let each other go. And I underestimated how lucky I would be, and my lips are decorated with a smile that I'll break free. Yeah, I'll let it be. Yeah. In the dark we all hold hands with the people who understand what it's like to feel so afraid and share a love that is homemade. And I underestimated how lucky I would be, and my lips are decorated with a smile that I'll break free. Yeah, I'll let it be. Yeah, and all that I need is in front of my eyes. And it's taken me so long to realize
with a smile that I'll break free. Yeah, I'll let it be. Yeah, break free. Yeah, I'll let it be. Yeah.
Tickling the ivories was Fiona Spencer. All right, judges. We'll start with Ms. Vikstrom.
That was awesome, Fiona. I am amazed at the songwriting ability of all y'all. Wow. Yeah. I really liked your lyrics. Yeah. It's like my lips are decorated with a smile. That's so awesome. That's amazing. One thing is maybe I noticed throughout it was kind of the same, or not the same dynamic, but it was kind of in the same range. Maybe you could make a little bit more changes so that when at the end it gets really big, it's totally different from the other part. Yeah.
Fiona, that was awesome, cutie. I didn't know if you noticed, but in the beginning you were actually flat from what you were actually playing. So just all about ears. So really when you start, give yourself that key, go into it, because then you killed it mid to end. You know what I mean? So just like really give yourself that sense of tonality when you start.
Again, I think it's amazing the fact that you were able to do so many things at once and at such a high level. So I think that's the part that sticks with me. You're like a crafty veteran up there, and you're still so young. So that's exciting. One of the things that I would like to see in the future, hopefully next week future, is you utilize the whole stage a little bit more. I know when you play, you're kind of stuck to that station, but it would be nice to see you interact more and bring something else to the table.
When you're writing a song, Fiona, what's harder, the lyrics part of it or just composing the music piece?
Probably the lyrics, because usually I have an idea of like chords and a kind of melody, so I can go off that, but it's like putting the lyrics with like the rhythms and the melody and everything, like putting it all together is difficult.
Well, Fiona, it was great to hear you again. Give it up for Fiona Spencer. And now let's welcome Maura Walker. All right, Maura, you're also a veteran from last year, walking on this stage right now. More nervous today, or when you think back a year ago, was that more nerve-wracking?
Definitely a year ago, because I had a panic attack the day of, but I made it through.
But you made it. You did a great job. You made it to the second round, and now you're here today. You said you admire someone that I really admire, Terry Crews. For those of you who don't know who Terry Crews is, he's the Old Spice guy for a while that went ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba or whatever that was. But why do you admire him so much?
I just think he's like the happiest guy in the world. I've just been watching a lot of Terry Crews YouTube videos lately, and I just gotta say he's really happy.
Now, we sent out a questionnaire, and I think you got a little salty on it. I said, what's your biggest pet peeve? What'd you say?
When people ask me too many questions.
Am I asking you too many questions right now?
Not yet.
I mean, I could keep going if you want.
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll get to it. She's going to play Ease My Mind by Ben Platt. It's Maura Walker.
Most days I wake up with a pit in my chest. There are thoughts that I can't put to rest. There's a worry that I can't place. most nights I am restless and quiet won't come. So I lay there and wait for the sun. There's a trouble that won't show its face. You came out of nowhere and you cut through all the noise. I make sense to the madness when I listen to your voice. Then only you can ease my mind. Help me leave these lonely thoughts behind. When they pull me under and I can feel my sanity start to unwind. Darling, only you can ease my mind. I'll admit, for a moment I felt so afraid, just to show you the mess that I made. There are pieces I usually hide, but when you collect me with your steady hand, with a language that I understand, I feel put back together inside. You came out of nowhere and you cut through all the noise. I make sense to the madness when I listen to your voice. Oh, darling, only you can ease my mind. Oh, help me leave these lonely thoughts behind. When they pull me under and I can feel my sanity start to unwind. Darling, only you can ease my mind. Darling, only you can ease my mind. Help me leave these lonely thoughts behind. When they pull me under and I can feel my sanity start to unwind. Darling, only you can ease my mind.
Great job, Maura Walker.
Hey, Maura. From one alto to another girl, yes. It was beautiful. It was very, very beautiful. Don't sit so much on those low notes. Yeah, support it a little bit more. If next week happens, I would love a song that has a little bit more range to you. But that was a very beautiful song. You did very good with it, so thank you.
All right. I think one of the biggest things about this contest, for seeing it for 4 years now, is picking songs that you're comfortable with that fit your style, and you definitely did that. That song is 100% you. It's 100% in your wheelhouse, and you rocked it. So that was great to see. Next week, it would be fun to see you kind of step outside of that box a little bit and maybe push that envelope a little bit more. But great job tonight. That was a lot of fun.
Maura, I felt like I was just at a coffee house and there was a professional musician sitting in the corner who's being paid to entertain everybody. It was so nice. Yeah, really clean chords on the guitar. Yeah, and if anything, I think maybe try capoing it up 1 or 2, just because the lowest note that you sing was like a little too low. Yeah, so maybe try it just up 1, and I think it'll be right in the sweet spot.
The best text I've gotten all night, for those who don't know, Mrs. Bird is back at home watching this on the Erie Tiger Network, and she texted me. She's with our newborn daughter, and she texted me, Jackie likes Maura. She woke up and she can't take her eyes off the screen. So you have at least one little fan at home. But you're returning from last year. You came up here. You killed again. What do you take from the judges' feedback for this week?
So just note, I did, in fact, do it 1 up. I just forgot my capo. So, well, yeah, I realized it pretty late. So, yeah, but yeah, I just really like this song, and yeah, I did it 1 up. It fits me.
All right, give another round of applause to Maura Walker. Before we meet our last contestant of the night, let's give a couple thank yous to some people that made this night happen. With Mrs. Bird out doing a lot of the heavy lifting tonight was the stage crew who stayed after. They put a lot of hours into this, so they're up doing the lights, they're doing the stage setup, so give it up for them. And also doing our sound tonight, as always, Mr. Paul Stacina. And let's meet our last contestant of the night, Ryan Erickson. So, Ryan, last year, I'll never forget, Mr. Carpenter said, you've got the college starter kit down. You showed up with sweats, a white tee, and flip-flops to perform. I see that you've chosen a better wardrobe for tonight. Did you learn that from last year?
Well, it was kind of fall of junior year. I decided to change up my style, so I don't actually go to school in sweats and flip-flops anymore. So, yeah.
We've seen you on the stage a lot, whether it's Erie Idol or other Erie Theater productions, but when did you kind of get into performing?
I got into performing in middle school when I first joined band, and I just kind of fell in love with performing, and then I fell in love with kind of on-stage performing when I auditioned for Music Man and got in as a featured dancer.
And there's one funny story that you kind of told. When you were 3, you caught a catfish, and then what happened?
So I caught a catfish, and I didn't know what a catfish was, and like, I don't know where I heard it, but I heard that like the little whisker thingies on catfish were like electric. And so I caught it. It was the size of me. I cried so hard because I was afraid if I touched it that I was gonna get electrocuted and die. So that was fun.
All right, well, we're hoping this performance is electric. Doing, I know, it's a dad joke. Come on, guys, I'm a new dad. You gotta let me have it. Performing Cancer by My Chemical Romance, it's Ryan Erickson.
There we go.
If you could get me a drink of water, 'cause my lips are chapped and faded, call my Aunt Marie. Help her gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors, my sisters and my brothers still. I will not kiss you, 'cause the hardest part of this is leaving you. Now turn away, 'cause I'm awful just to see. 'Cause all my hair's abandoned, all my body, oh my agony. Know that I will never marry, baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo. Been counting down the days to go. It just ain't living, and I just hope you know that if you say goodbye today, I'd ask you to be true. 'Cause the hardest part of this is leaving you. Yeah, the hardest part of this is leaving you.
Ryan Erickson, everybody. All right, Mr. Carpenter.
Ryan, you've graduated from the college get up to like the now professional kind of mid-20s, kind of gonna dabble in the tech industry, still have long hair. That's who you're at right now. I like it. Awesome band, awesome song. You have a big, loud voice, and you definitely own that and rock to that. Just like kind of the theme of the night for me is I want to see you do something different next time. Different genre, different artists. Throw something at us that we would not expect. All right? Great job.
Same with changing it up. Yeah, your voice is so solid. It would be awesome to also hear some parts of the song where like maybe it's a little lighter or a little quieter, just so that it has that difference. But I am so impressed with your piano skills and those chromatic double hand runs. Go you.
Yeah, you're a phenomenal instrumentalist, dude. Like, we all know that. All right, Ryan. You're a really phenomenal musician. I think we all feel the same way. Same thing. Soften it up in some places. You were just so powerful throughout the whole entire thing, which was like awesome, but also like, okay, you know? So a little soften it, get some little difference in there, and something different for next week. All right.
Thank you, judges. Ryan, you help conduct the marching band every time there's a football game, and you always do like this little performance with your three-man crew up there. I just want to know what goes into that. Like, how do you decide what you're going to do, somersaults or whatever?
Well, we just kind of, Jacob's right there. We just kind of sat down and we were like, hey, you know what'd be funny? What if just we somersaulted and laid flat on the ground for a couple seconds in front of hundreds of people? And yeah, we kind of talk a lot about our salute and also how we do our transitions, just to kind of entertain the audience even more.
All right, there you go. Well, thank you so much. One more time for Ryan Erickson. All right, to give you a refresher, we're going to bring all 10 performers back out on the stage so that you can see their faces, jog your memory. This is the time where you vote. Don't vote quite yet because we'll introduce them, and then I will give you some final words and instructions on how to vote. But let's re-meet our contestants tonight. Doing Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper with her dad was Trinity Ross. Performing Imagine by John Lennon is Andrew She performed A Million Reasons by Lady Gaga, Grace Roberry. He got us in the groove singing Feeling Good by Michael Bublé, Gavin Caraway. Singing Somebody Else by the 1975. It was Brooklyn Blue. Performing her own piece with her sister called Drowning, it was Sydney Peterson. Singing The Lonely by Christina Perry, it was Brook Lawrence. It was a homemade piece called Homemade by Fiona Spencer. She performed Ben Platt, one of my favorite musicians, singing Ease My Mind. It was Maura Walker. And our last performer of the night, he did Cancer by My Chemical Romance, Ryan Erickson. All right, so hopefully seeing their faces jogs your memory. First of all, a huge thank you to our judges, Mr. Carpenter, Ms. Vikstrom, and Ms. Pernas, who were kind enough to join us for a night out here and give some feedback. So thank you very much, judges. Here is the voting. Vote for top 5 and only the top 5. You may vote for a person one time. Any forms with negative or obscene comments will not be counted. Winners will be announced tomorrow during tomorrow's announcement. So be sure to write your top 5. We'll announce the winners during the announcements tomorrow, and then we will have Erie Idol again next week. So we'll have the top 5, and then those 5 get whittled down to 2 that night, and we announce a winner that night. So go ahead, start voting. But before we leave, one more time, give it up for your Erie Idol 2019 contestants. All right, thank you for joining us, everybody. You may drop your votes off with the ushers as you walk out the doors. Have a great night.